So João, part of your responsibility at Emmanuel is spiritual formation. You are associate pastor for spiritual formation. That's a word that not everybody uses. Help us understand what that means.
Yeah, it's a word that it's not common, especially in Protestant circles. I got familiar with it in seminary. It's a term that has been rediscovered by Protestants to talk about all the ways that in church we are intentionally being formed in the likeness of Christ. And as a pastor for spiritual formation, one of my jobs is to be intentional with those things. So in the past, we think about that, oh, this is Sunday school. This is where we get that information that we learn about. And we really value that information. We really value that moment. But there's more. Spiritual formation is going to involve retreats, and it's going to involve the activities that we do, and it's going to involve worship on Sunday morning. So a lot of what I do is more open-ended and involves a lot more things than just one type of program that we have. The way that I think of my position is a all-encompassing position that tries to think of the big picture of what are the ways that our people, we as a community, are becoming more like Jesus, and what are the practices that we are undertaking with that goal.
Would you say that all people are being formed by something?
Oh, absolutely. James K. Smith, an author, a theologian, will say that we are always worshiping something. We are always being formed by something. That formation happens whether you want it or not. So we might as well be intentional about it.
So João, what is forming you? What kind of spiritually formative experiences have been significant for you in your life?
I think about it, I think about my college dorm. And when you think about formation there, we had a Friday morning Bible study called Jesus and Donuts. That was it. We drank coffee, ate donuts, and did a Bible study. And you think about Bible study sometimes like, oh, what did you learn about the Bible? How did you learn more about Jesus? And I would say that the way that I learned more about Jesus in that Bible study was through the men that were present there. Some of those students became my best friends. In fact, to this day, we have our Jesus and Donuts meeting now on Zoom every Saturday morning. There are 4 of us, and we've been meeting for the last 3 years, and we still keep up with one another, and we still talk about how we are being formed in the likeness of Christ all across the country. And those are some habits that I developed in college that have stayed with me and that helped me become more like Jesus. Through those friendships, I become more like Jesus, and I hope that I'm also helping my friends become like Jesus. So those are some of the things that resonate deeply into my soul, and that I would hope to translate to the work and life of our community here at Emmanuel.